I don't know. I think I'm streaming already. We'll see. Um, if I am, welcome. Do, do, do. Okay. Apparently I've got a control panel and I've got a chat. I can't see. Uh-huh. Doobie doo. We will actually start doing something in a bit. Like, don't really understand what that's. You can't see what I'm doing because it's off camera. Oh, goodness me, what a mess. Yeah, just looking at my stream setup, and maybe I need a new photo, right? You know. Um, so, what am I gonna do today? Sorry, I'm still getting my YouTube set up done. It's pretty much the same as Twitch, but it's just a little bit different. I think Twitch has got a bit more more assistance, maybe. Not sure. Feels like this needs to be bigger. bloke being noisy outside. Weekend jogger bankers. Whoa! Go and whoa, somewhere else. Okay. Okay. I think I'm there. What's this? Yeah. So, what am I doing today? I think best way to describe what I'm doing today that doesn't work. So let's go fix that. This I think. Okay, why isn't it working? Because I haven't got the dist thing set up. Let's do that. And in this complicated situation, there we go. Right, so what am I doing? I'm trying to build a thing. I'm not sure I'm going to explain what the thing is, but I'm trying to build a thing. I feel like I should explain what the thing is. But it's so hard to explain what the thing is. So, I mean, once you see the thing, it's kind of easy to understand it. So what is the thing? I want to build an easier way for people to build systems, to make to make websites, not really, to make web apps. Yeah, I want people to be able to make card index systems for themselves to manage their recipes and stuff like that. The stuff that you might have used an Access database for in the 90s or the 2000s. The stuff that you try to do with a spreadsheet, but it's a bit shit with a spreadsheet. I want to make that stuff easier. Indeed, one of the things that I'm trying to do is make spreadsheets doable with this. You don't need Excel to make most spreadsheets. Most people could do without Excel. I don't know if this is a worthwhile thing to do. I think it is. I don't know. There are strong reasons why I won't be able to persuade anyone to use it. But hey, anyway. So one of the things that I think that I want to be able to do is I want to be able to build web components that people could use, and these web components, custom elements that are going to be more composable and have back-end interaction in them. So here's an example. This is a thing called Prose Mirror next to something else, just to show that Prose Mirror doesn't have to take over. It's a really good thing, Prose Mirror, and it's a markdown-ish editor, sort of. That's not right, is it? Control Shift 2. Yeah, there we go. So that's now a heading 2. Look, and you can have links and stuff like that. So this is good enough. Now I want people to be able to use this, but like, I mean, who wants just that? I want to make a blog post, right? I want to make a blog. Okay, how do I make a blog? Well, I could build all the back end for that. Yada yada yada. Or I could just, if I could just save things. Anyway, I'm waffling. It's all nonsense. I'm using this thing, and we're going to do some stuff with it. I've been hacking on C, and C. I've been building a C web server, and that's absolutely part of my vision of what I'm trying to build. And I've been doing that over on Twitch. But here I am trying something a bit new. This is another aspect of the thing I'm building, and I'm doing it from my garage. And I've got my home lab over there. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so right now, what I'm kind of struggling with is, so that was all just a demo to show you how things work. But I've got a blog entry, and so I've got a blog entry component, and it's this. And yeah. Doopy doopy doo. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Just doing a quick blue sky. It's one of the most entertaining streams, I think, on YouTube, because it's just a guy looking at his phone. Okay, so you can see this is kind of an interesting custom element, right? Because it's just a form, really. It's got to pull in this one. Not sure how to do this. So let's go shut this server down so that we're not confused, because that server is just running in the Markdown editor thing. We come all the way back up to here. We've got a server that is serving source. This server's got a bunch of garbage in it. How do I want to do this? So what I want to do, I've got code mirror. In here. So just so you know, let's go look at your scally drawer or something. So I've got a web page. I want an editor on one side. And then the result of that editor on the other. And inside the editor, you've got the person typing the code, and they enter this thing, custom element, and over here, like let's do it like this. Sorry, let's do it like this. We go so we go h1 my blog h1. Okay, and what happens over here is you get my blog, because that's an h1, and that will be bold. So I don't know if we can do bold in Excalibur. Nope. Apparently not. Which makes sense, right? And then you'll get this editor. Now the editor, you probably remember that's got it's got a title, and it's got a markdown editor, so that'd look something like this. And it's got a button bar at the top, isn't it? With loads of buttons in it. Let's draw those two. One, two. I did about 5 of those. 3. Whoops, this is the problem with drawy things. I think that's all of them. Let's move our button bar back. All these buttons. So that's what we want. And then there's a save button, I think, at the end. PN. Source PN blog. PN blog entry. So there needs to be a save button at the end. This is going to be hidden. Type equals submit. Save, and we probably need labels for these, but that's a job for later. We're just trying to get this to work and have this dependency. So there we go. But on this side, this is code mirror. So, and then this panel will be, that'll be prose mirror. It doesn't really matter. And hopefully you can see what I'm sort of trying to do now. But like none of this matters, does it? None of this matters, I think. So maybe I have a different HTML file. This is about, I don't know, try 5. So let's do that. We need to turn off our icons. href equals data semicolon. So we'll need a style sheet of some form. So, by the way, if you're turning up, do say hello or whatever you like. So, yeah. So I want to have I want to have two. I want to have two things. So I guess I could just put a frame in this one. Frame source equals something. And then we could have like main here, and we could put code mirror in there. So where's all my code mirror stuff? Maybe in here, code mirror. I guess if we look for, no, that's a spreadsheety thing. I'm pretty sure I have code mirror in here. Yes, I do. So where have I put all of the stuff? This looks like code mirror, doesn't it? So let's add to the server first. What did we just do? We just did try 5. So try 5. And we run the server again. Okay, what port is this? 7011. So try 5. Okay, so there's an iframe. And now if we go script source equals editor JS, editor JS, that's what this is. And you can see that we're shoving that in. And this could be main. There's two, look, because I've got a CSS view. That's how I was doing it. So we're going to go div id equals editor. Whoops. Sound like Wallace from Wallace and Gromit. 20 minutes. Whoops. And we need to close that tag. I don't know if it's a module. I think it probably is a module type. Equals module. Okay, that's div.editor, not div-editor. So let's change that. And I think there's a build which is going to build this. Right, so let's run the build. That runs ES build. And now let's run this. Okay, we're not getting anything there, but that's because we're not using the build editor, which we should be. So there we go. Now we want to put these side by side. So now let's shove a style sheet in. Say body display grid. And grid template columns is repeat to 1FR, say. And now we should be getting somewhere. And now maybe we can say iframe border all picks. Yeah, okay. Height 100%. I need a dummy page that I can put in there. Let's go get in my craft and sell an art. And shove it in a an HTML page, just so that we've got right. So we want to wrap each of these in a P, let's say. So we'll make a macro P. We'll just drop that last bit. Now inside try 5, we can change this to be, what was it, in my class. Okay, and now we'll do this again. Oh, can't get in my craft. Why not? Because the server doesn't have a route for it. In my craft. There we go. So that means that this should just be that, and we'll restart the server. Okay, and that's because it's not big enough. That frame is being cut off, so the 100% isn't working. And there's the truncation, look. So maybe the body isn't maybe we should try that. Yeah, look, that's working. Except now we've got overflow. So maybe we should say this, right, 100 VH overflow hidden. That's better. So now we've got some stuff, and we can edit in here too. Doobie-doobie-doo. Okay. But what I'd like to do is be able to get those web components in here. and then render this with the contents of that. So it feels like that will need to be editor.js somehow. Okay, so we're going to need some sort of save from CodeMirror, aren't we? I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that off the top of my head. I don't know if we have many Cockney programmers, do we? But maybe it could be a thing. Do what, Sharon? Make a for loop? Honestly, I'm not sure that's gonna fly. CodeMirror. So this stuff I found, this is quite good, I think. So yeah, I like this idea. Ooh, yes. Saving. Blah blah blah. Code folding. Speed. Flexible styling. Linting. Collaborative editing. Yes, please. So I'm not sure this is the perfect thing, but it is really, really good. So I do keep looking at it thinking, oh, I'm going to rewrite this in WASM. But it is really, really good. So it's like while you're trying to put something together, feels great. But where's the bit about how to get the text out? How do you get the text out? Let's go look, eh? More exercise. Buffoons. Oh look, here it is. But there must be like a thing. Surely. Examples. Configuration, handling tabs, huge documents, basic editor, blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. I don't know. Maybe we need some. Maybe we need some like Cockney view on this. Like, if I hit it with a spanner, would it do what I need? That works with greyhounds, right? It does not. I'm not in no way is this stream condoning animal cruelty. What on earth? How do we do it then? I can't see a single thing in here about. Let's go look at the reference manual made up of a document and a selection because blah blah blah. So the editor state. Okay, where'd you get the editor state from? To update a state, you create a transaction, which produces. This is what's clever about CodeMirror. I think he's got all of this done. It's very, very good. Okay, but so he's got a thing called a doc. I mean, okay, he's got an editor view. So an editor view must have a state, right? Selection range, editor selection. There's a text. There's a text editor. These are utilities. I expect there was an index at the top, but now I'm committed to scrolling. Extending the editor state. There's faces. There's what? Facets. It's not a face, it's a facet. Before long, programming people will have used up every word in the English language to represent some sort of thing. I'm waiting for faucets. Personally, editor views, so they can give you an editor state. So an editor view can give you an editor state. I wonder if we could make a function export default. I can never remember how to do this. Export, we could do function stuff, and this could go HTML return HTML view. Okay, so that means that in try 5 we could simply go like this, and we could go import stuff from editor.js, because that would do the thing, right? And then we could go const HTML view equals stuff, just stuff, right? I think, and we'll have to rebuild that, but maybe that'll work. Well, can we do this? Window HTML view equals stuff. Oh no, it's not working. Why is it not working? That's the wrong one. That's why. Okay, so now code mirror won't load. Ooh! Like, why won't you load? So, I mean, you thought it would still be running, right? Let's. Old Faithful. I just realised that stuff isn't a great word because it's a bit close to stiff. This stream was specifically marked as non-child friendly, but nonetheless. Okay, but we must be getting the thing now. What's going on here? We're not getting try 5. I mean, it's not doing anything, and I'm not getting much of an error. And this is now. What happened to the server here? Did I break it? Oh, goodness me. Hmm. I don't really understand what I've just done, but like, I'm not asking for slash. Oh, it's the wrong bloody thing. God damn it. Okay. Editor.js was a bare specifier. That makes sense. It should be like this. Okay, failed for editor.js. Oh, and what the hell are we doing? Nick, you're mad. We know it was in there. Right? So this will have to be like that. Okay, that's interesting. Doesn't provide any. HTML view. Maybe they're not modules. And maybe this has to be converted to. What happens if I just go source equals script? I could just put the window thing in here, couldn't I? Instead of doing all of that, I could go window dot stuff. I need to rebuild it. Oh gosh, equals function. That's better. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now we can do window.stuff. And of course it's broken. Oh dear, oh dear. Typing will be the death of me. Ba-boom. Ba-boom. Right, so what we're trying to do, yay. So we should be able to get the state from there. Let's just move the server into the background and just rebuild the thing over the top all the time. So we can get the state from there. Now, what did it say? It said we could get the... Yeah, we're all the way down here. Gosh, it's a big manual, isn't it? Look at that. Whoosh. Do. Doopy-doopy-doo. So the state has a text thing, so you can say that, and that's a doc. So text. Can you just get the text? I guess you can get a slice. To string. There we go. To string. Okay. So now we're cooking. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to hide that as well. That was just a bit of text that I had laying around. Don't think we need that, but hey, this is what we're trying to do for now. So if you had body H1, this is me. That seems like a suitably 90s piece of HTML, doesn't it? And we go like this, you get it over there. So can I save this and get it over there? I guess what we could do is we could have in try 5, we could have button and on click we could go window dot we could go window dot stuff dot state text dot toString. I guess we could put this whole thing. We could just make a little script up here for now. Function save dot and it would just go window dot stuff dot state. I mean, this is rubbish, isn't it? But dot text, no, dot doc dot toString. And then we could just do a fetch to the back end. Fetch. And we'll have to make some sort of handler, won't we? Oh, good Lord, there's nobody watching now. Oh, you're all mean. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna make, I don't know, we'll just call it save for now. We'll have a post. And we'll make the body just this text. File to save, comma e dot message. Is that right? Return, but then r return undefined if not r return if r.status is not equal to 201, then we'll have an alert. With the r.status. Okay. So now we've got a button and we can call save. Okay. Oh, we might need something in the button. Save dot. Oh, goodness sake. Okay. So there we go. Ooh, interesting. Why is that like that? You thought, so I made it bigger, but oh, I guess this needs to be 100% width as well. Okay, let's just go up and do that as well. Width 100%. There we go. And so yeah, we've got this line down the middle. Now what we want to do, of course, is post this to the back end, this little bit of HTML. Where let's change that as well. Editor.js. So let's fill in more of a template here. Body H1. Whee! It's the internet. I should make it sort of multicolor or something like GeoCities. Okay, let's rebuild that and boom, boom, and there we go. So failed to save. Why did it fail to save? Got a not found. Why did I not get that message? Let's separate these out. Boom, failed to save docs. So that's coming back from there. Why am I not getting the status? Oh, I'm not sure you can do that. MDN alert. Can't remember how MDN alert works. Or not MDN alert, just alert. Alert message. Can you do %s in those? I don't think you can, and that's why it's not working. So we will have to go like that. So I'm always thinking it's like console, but it's not. So now we know it's a 404. So we should also put space in here because it's not like console. Okay. Boom. Great. Now, this main, we want, I think that'll be display flex and flex direction is column, and I don't know, does gap work? Let's have gap. And then in button width well, let's make it characters because it just says save doc, so 10ch ought to be enough. And so it is, but really I don't know, why do I want this? I want it aligned on the right. So if we put the button in a field set, and so then we make the field set display flex. So that will be display flex horizontal, and then I think we'll take the border off the field set. But then I think I could arrange the button on the right. Let's just muck about with that a little bit, and I realize this is not important and I could move on, but you know. Is it that? Maybe it's justify self. I can never remember how this stuff works. Obviously not like that. Field set element. Like that. Okay, so let's put that. Justify content. There we go. That feels. So if I don't do stuff like that, it bothers me, and I get annoyed. I don't get annoyed, but it's just like it's like rain dripping on your head or something. It's like no, I don't want that. So yeah, in my OBR in my OBS, I keep getting a thing about warning from YouTube. I can't see what the warning is. Warning. This is a bit odd, isn't it? Warning. Oh, the stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. We recommend that you use a stream bitrate of 235,000 kilobits per second or 2 megabits. And again, like all modern computer things, they tell you this, but they don't tell you how to change it. Stream settings. I can't be bothered to change that right now. It keeps telling me though, which is nice of it. You know, it's friendly. Oh, I don't think I need to be seeing this panel. Who knows how all that works? Anyway, let's get back to this. Now we've got this button. Okay, so now we basically just need a thing in the server. We're going to make a post. We'll do it down here. App.post. What did I say? Save. Oh, that's good, isn't it? I come up and I always do it like this. I never use anything for this. We'll go away, new promise, T, C, go I on data. Data equals data plus chunk.toString from UTF-8. I on all fingers and thumbs today, and also T. So this will give us the data. And we'll go o.send status 204. We need to foreground the web server, and we need to run the web server again. Okay. Now we'll get a 204, and oh look, we got the data. So actually, we should call this left hand. And what does get page do? I think that just makes a handler. So rather than doing that, we'll say left hand equals that. I comma O. Dear idea. I comma O. We'll go O dot send left hand in my craft dot mjs, and now we'll go export default in my craft export default text equals okay. Okay, now we'll go import text from in my craft.mjs. In my craft. In my craft. So that's basically some HTML. So how do you do this? MDN import. I know that you can do this, but how? Import default export from, I mean, I might as well just go like this. Text equals text. I can't remember how to do that. I'm going to change the URL to left hand. Okay, so now, there we go, but now we can make the server go left hand equals data. Okay, so now we go like that, and then we go like that, and we go that. Okay, so maybe we could when we've got this, can you reload the iframe? I guess you can. So let's make this return correctly. That's not exactly correct because a 201 should have a the 201 should have a location, but like we don't have to do everything correctly. Oh shoot! I just dropped water all over my keyboard. That would make a fun stream. Let's set fire to Nick's computer. How desperate are you for views? So, okay, so that is now working, right? It won't complain anymore. Boom, boom. But we want that to refresh, so we're going to change try 5. We'll return from these, so we don't need the else, and we should go document.query selector iframe dot reload. I don't know. Does that work? Who would know? We'll have to restart the server to find out. I don't think we do have to restart the server to find out. We just have to alter this stuff. No, it doesn't. So I expect we've got an error message in the console here. Boom, boom. Reload is not a function. Okay, let's just look it up. MDN iframe reload. Seems like it is. What are we doing? We're just calling reload. Reload. Maybe they're not related. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, chat. Frame elements are in da. Oh, maybe you can go content document. That was a bit high, wasn't it? Maybe you can go content document. That's not working. Content document dot reload is not a function. Refresh? Is it refresh? Oh, this is a bit frustrating, isn't it? That I'm going to try refresh and then I'll do a better search. Yeah, that didn't work. How about we look it up here? Now we go. So, chat, can you see this the thing all right? I keep getting alerts from YouTube that the stream rate is too low. So can you let me know in the chat if you can't see what I'm doing, or if you can see what I'm doing? That would be awesome. What time is it as well? Oh gosh, we spent an hour doing this. I have to say, compared to Twitch, this is a slightly better experience. Like I feel like the feedback is better. I don't know. So I already have a tiny audience on YouTube. I feel like I might give this a go. I don't know. Anyway, so we could just go document.query selector iframe dot re content document dot re dot load. You'd have thought there would be a refresh, wouldn't you? I've got a window open somewhere. Iframe reloading. Location.reload. Content window? Is that just truncated? Content window. Location.reload. That's working, isn't it? Yeah, that's the kitty. Content window.location reload. So now we can do that. Okay, I need a comfort break, and there's nobody watching right now, so hey. And we're back. So now we can save this document. The question is, if we put in, so I've got this pn blog entry. Okay, and if I go like this, boom. Okay, and if we go and look in the inspector in the iframe, there it is. But it isn't, is it? So what I want to do, I think, is parse this output when I get it. And add the necessary add the necessary stuff, like the script tags, basically. So I can pass the thing. I've got this. So how does this work? I've got page adder is some code that parses, I think. Yeah, so you just go like this. So let's do this. Okay, maybe we should put the whole thing in some sort of try. We don't need this. This is we probably do actually. Yeah, we probably do. We don't need this. So this is data. Now, how would you do this? You'd go dom.query selector all. I mean, maybe this has got some sort of walk. But I think that this might be enough. And I'm really only in the business of illustrating what is going on here. So console.log element list would do right now. Console.log error in save. Oh, there's some barky dogs up the road. Error in save. And we can use a comma here. We'll just do that. Okay, so we'll set the left-hand panel to the data for now. But obviously, what we're going to do, well, I'll tell you what. Left hand equals documents equals dom.clone node true.toString. Okay, that will be the thing. Right, so let's restart this server and come back to here. Okay, so we get this. Okay, and so you can see we got in the output here we got a bunch of elements. We got an HTML element. Got a body. So let's map this to this. Oh, blow! I just killed my shell inside Emacs, but never mind. There we go. Okay, so we'll do that and save. Okay, so it is going through stuff. So if we put in pn log entry here, but we are getting that. So I think what we could do is just iterate through, and if we find something that's got hyphens in, like this, then I'm not sure that this is a great way of doing it, but if we find something that's got hyphens in, we'll try and use that to then find the thing, right? Okay, that seems fair enough to me. So I'm going to change this from a console.log to a for each, right? Well, let's do a filter first. Filter e.localName. If we had a regex here to describe the names, tag name regex equals new regex, and it will be A to Z plus hyphen, comma, plus hyphen. Yeah, more than one character, and then a hyphen 3 times. 2 times. And then that. Does that make sense? I'm not sure you can see this. I hope you can. So some folks have said, "Oh yes, I can see." So hey. Seems big enough to me, but then when I look on my little OBS screen, it doesn't seem big enough. So I don't know. Anyway, so that was filtering. That's the regex that we can use to filter them. So if we then go tag name regex dot test, we'll call this EL for element tag name local name, and we'll go const list equals that, and we'll console that list. Goodness me. Then we'll do this again, and so what we'll do, we'll update the editor to put this in, because I don't want to type it every time. Blog entry. Oh, if I could type, I'd be really dangerous. I'd achieve the internet of my dreams. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we're gonna do that. We've got to rebuild it. Okay, let's run the server again, and that's in there, and we save that. Oh, okay. I expected that to work. So tag name test el local name. Let's do console.log tag name regex.test pn thing. That'll do. Okay, that's false. Why is that false? Because like hyphen. So what we're saying is it should be any combination of A to Z multiple times, followed by a hyphen, and then any combination of A to Z multiple times, followed by a hyphen, followed by that, right? Okay. So how is that not the same as that, comma 2, and then that? How is that not the same? Do we have to go look up JavaScript regex? Oh, it's just different from other regexes, I think. We've got still false. We need parens around the whole thing, perhaps? Yay, finally. Right. So now when we do that, we get a proper element list. And again, we need to map this back to e.local name. We don't want all that garbage. Okay. Okay, so we got that, which is correct. and I'm now talking to nobody. If this is not an EL anymore, this is a tag name. If tag name equals pn log entry, then DOM dot document. No. We want clone node. True. Do I need to clone that? DOM dot document dot body dot pen child DOM dot document dot create element script const script dot set attribute source is source. Have we got a thing on source? Yes, we have. So source pn log entry pn log entry dot js. I don't know if we need this. Let's try that. Done this sort of thing all the time, so feels like I should know how to do it. Template the parent element DOM.clone node. DOM log DOM body. Was that a body? Can't see. I mean, I think it was. There's the tag name. Local name is hash document. Right, local name. Local name is body. So, I mean, I think that was right. DOM dot body dot parent element dot append child Interesting. Right? Interesting. Dom.body dot append child. So like the body here is that. So the parent element would be that. And so if you're going to append a child to the parent element, it would be after the body, right? That's the thinking. Dom. Yeah, because this already is the document. And that's why that works. So that's the same as document.body.parent element. Append child. Ah, that's why it's not working. And there we go. Now let's go and have a look over here, because we should have a script element. Okay. And the network has even brought that in. Okay. So now let's go look at that PM blog entry. Okay, so why did this not, you doofus? Okay, I mean, I guess we can do it like that. This does not need the restart thing, and there we go. Now it works, but where's, as we thought, it doesn't bring it in. So we need the JavaScript. So we could say this. I'm really sure this isn't the right way to do it. Source in markdown editor dist in markdown editor. Let's see. What's this? I want a style tag here as well, aren't we? It should probably be scoped, but hey. PN blog entry. Display flex direction column. We just put a placeholder on that one for now. Why? Why is we could probably display content. Let's just do that. Oh, for goodness sake, that is a terrible feature. Oh, okay. That doesn't work very well, does it? Interesting. Need editing inside editing inside editing inside editing. It's always so frustrating doing anything like this. Input type equals submit. We sort of worked this out just now, didn't we, for the other thing? Width 10ch. And again, it would be better on the right, but never mind. So why don't we have the what you see is what you mean editor? So guess what we'll do, we'll look here. So in disk, right, we've got, this is all getting a bit messy. But it should insert this. So here's a class. And it inserts these two things, and it inserts the example text, and is all that should be fine. We've got an editor on this side as well, but these are separate documents, remember? It is a bit difficult doing this if nobody's watching, because it's not keeping me honest, and that's really the point here. So that's a bit frustrating. You all need to try harder. Yes, you need to try harder. So we know this is working, but we know there's nothing attached there. It's like this script didn't run. Did it get pulled in? Can we see from the network? It did not, did it? It did not. like if we refresh this again, we can see that pn blog entry is happening, but this script is not being pulled in. Why not? Like, we know that the styles are executing. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. You can collapse things. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That it's there. And it's not a module. Like, this has all been it's the script, but surely I'm allowed to load scripts in the iframe. I mean, maybe there's some security thing, but I wouldn't have thought so, would you? I got 10 minutes left, and I'm going to stop at that time. Why is that script not downloading? It doesn't even show up. You know? So we insert it. We've inserted it into here. Try this. I mean, I think it's a bit weird that it's not even showing up. There's no filtering. And we know we can go to it. I mean, it's there. Why is that? Why is it not loading that script? How about we try this? Document the body, the parent element, and child. Yeah, and child script. No, document create element script. The script equals that, and then we'll go md script source equals like that. Let's see, and this doesn't need rebuilding. So let's see what that does. Yay! Look at that, it worked. So you can't have one inside the custom element somehow. Obviously we could depend on it if it was a module. So again, I'm left wondering whether it would be a good idea sorry, I drifted off, didn't I? I'm left wondering whether it would be a good idea to have this thing as some sort of module. So right now I'm using esbuild to turn it into a loadable thing, single file. But I wonder whether it would be better to have it as a loadable module so I can depend on it. So yeah, interesting. It's an interesting little thing. And you also have to know where it is. And you want that to be done by module resolvers, really, don't you? Like, but now, anyway, this is an example markdown. Yay. So now, obviously, it's the internet is a bit daft. So let's have Nick's blog. Okay. And let's have font family sans serif and color scheme light dark. It's nice, isn't it? And probably we should have labels for this. What I'm trying to show is that you could have this whole thing you know, with custom elements you can embed so much behavior that probably you could make it possible for people to do quite a lot in designing tools for themselves and for others that just work without a lot of JavaScript programming or any kind of programming. No PHP, no nothing. It's interesting. So this is going to be a grid. We're going to have grid template columns on FR. Oh, we're not. So the first item of the grid is just going to be 10 characters. So we got form and then we've got labels, right? But then we've got a field set. And we're going to do that as grid column 1, 2. I think that's how you say that. Display flex direction column. Interesting. So why has that not come out? Probably I've got my styles wrong or something. I've got a label wrapping too much. It's awful coding like this. I don't like it. That doesn't seem right. So I thought we were a display grid. Ah, yeah, that's really stupid, isn't it? It should be like this. Oh, still wrong. Invalid property value. I think that's better. Don't need a comma. You never thought commas would be too much of a problem, do you? And then you've got this, but we don't want that one. So yeah, this one's totally wrong. Field set, grid column, invalid property value, 1. MDN grid column span 1/2 1/2. Don't really understand that. Let's try it again. 1/3 maybe. 1/3. 1. Go away. There you go. Justify content flex style. Items flex style. Align content flex style. Align items flex style. What I'm trying to do is deal with this. Like, why is it centered? It feels like I want it to flush to the edge. Maybe the field set has got a margin on it. Heading 0. There we go. Border 0. So the field set needs all sorts of stuff done to it. This should be 1/3, and this should be border 0, margin 0, padding 0, and I want a thing on there. And it's a pity no one's watching, because I think that's pretty interesting. So if we put a gap on here, let's say 5 pixels, then we get some space between these things. And obviously we could style this button bar, but actually I think the thing is about this button bar is I don't think I want it. So the thing is, could we have a height on this? Let's say 20 ch. Yes, we can. Look at that. So if we made it 50 ch, 30 ch maybe. So it's a max min 30 ch 100%. MDN CSS max min. How do you do that? It's min max. Okay. Max. That's not right either. You'd have thought this would be right, wouldn't you? Quite interesting. I wonder why. It's an invalid property value. Min, max, min. Come on, max. I don't understand that right now. I'll have to play around with that. Okay, we are 10 past 1. I have done I've got it sort of working. I've got it sort of working. If I take this out and save, if I put it back in and save, there we go. Like that seems like a good thing to me. Okay, this was me hacking about on Sunday brunch, and I reckon I'm done. Yeah, I reckon I'm done. Hope to see you again. Bye bye.